Facilitating Creative Thinking. The presentation by Yichao Yang. In the winter 2016, class DGMT732, the facilitator was required to encourage creative exploration by holding a warm-up activity and a visual storytelling activity. The activity participants were selected from Sichuan Kitchen, a small local restaurant located in Suzhou, China. Both activities gave the participants the opportunity to improve their traditional and conventional ways of thinking. The warm-up activity is called Guess, Guess, Guess. It is a word guessing game. It incorporates letter thinking, creative drawing, and interactive communication. It is designed to promote a better understanding between group members and enhance their team spirit. As planned, one guesser, one judge, and two sketchers were selected in the beginning of the first round. Next, the judge randomly drew a card with the word snake on it and showed this word to the two sketchers. After taking a few seconds to think, the two sketchers started to draw pictures on the paper. In the end, the guesser guessed the word according to the drawings. This warm-up activity proceeded for 4 rounds. The target words of the other 3 rounds were star, pencil, and chair. After the total 4 rounds were completed, Honghe, the chief of the Sichuan Kitchen, won the most points among the group. The staff room was full of relaxed atmosphere and happy laughter.
立顶思考帽对我来说是一个全新而陌生的领域。杨一超将这个概念带入我的生活中，然后他用游戏的方式让我去了解它。我从中学到了很多用多角度思考问题的方法。
The visual storytelling activity is called IPECIM. It is designed according to the 6 thinking heads, using the lateral thinking method, which is introduced by this book, to frame the creative process. IPECIM is composed of problem initiation, preliminary plans, advantage evaluation, weakness criticism, intuitive judgment, and decision making. The I, P, E, and C modes build an overall analysis on the current business environment of Sichuan Kitchen. During the 5th mode, intuitive judgment, participants created a storyboard that depicts new approaches to potentially solve the problem. After the storyboards were created, participants discussed those new approaches in the last M mode, and then synthesized them into a final plan. After all the participants came into staff room and sat down, a short prologue was given to them from the facilitator. In the prologue, the participants understood the relationship between warm-up activity and the visual storytelling activity. Then the facilitator formally introduced the IPECIM to the participants. After the introduction part, the activity started. The first section was problem initiation. Since this was the second time they participating in the group activity, they entered into the working state quickly and the activity atmosphere was really great. Xiaofeng He, the owner of Sichuan Kitchen, was the first one who started this topic. He told a quick story about how he started this restaurant in the very beginning.
在我要回来的时候，他给介绍的。然后我兴趣不是很大。
你多大了
20，今年26了。
26，
正学上。然后你介绍一个，我今天我马上就要回来了，然后让我去想了一想。
Then the topic was guided into the current business mode of Sichuan Kitchen by the facilitator, and the participants were asked to think about the advantage and disadvantage of this mode. Their ideas and thoughts were recorded on sticky notes, then stuck to the whiteboard. After the problem initiation mode was completed quickly, the group entered into the next section, preliminary plans. At the outset of P mode, the facilitator drew a nebula on a large sheet of paper, which represented a suggestion box. According to the defined problem and the information collected from I mode, participants provided a wide range of feasible suggestions. After collecting all the suggestions, the group transitioned to the advantage evaluation mode and weakness criticism mode. The facilitator drew two customers, one with a smiling face to represent favorable points for the promotion, and another one with an angry look to represent negative factors for promotion. Then the group was encouraged to think about what is good and not good for the SK app promotion. The two customer figures with different face expressions were put together on the desk for the group to consider the topic comprehensively. As the group explored to the intuitive judgment section, the creative climate varied among the participants. They were informed that there were no right or wrong thoughts in this section. All the ideas are noticeable and valid. A lot of interesting ideas were collected in a short time during this section, and all worked diligently as they recorded their ideas on the storyboard. As the activity proceeded to the last section, the enthusiasm of the participants ran high.
咱在这说完就拉倒了，不想出说。
你这还是隐私嘛？你说没关系。
All the sticky notes and storyboards from previous modes were collected to present on the table. The participants were guided to think about them comprehensively. After a heated discussion, the abstract pathway resulted in a concrete method of actionability, best summarized as indirect promotion. Indirect promotion uses intermediary to influence the target. During this process, the Sichuan Kitchen app will be promoted to the potential customers without receiving any disgust or conflict. As the main activity completed successfully, the facilitator then introduced the debriefing activity before and after comparison to the group. It was designed to summarize the learning outcomes from the visual storytelling activity for the participants. During the before and after comparison exercise, the facilitator drew two figures which represent himself before and after participating in the activity. Then he wrote his preliminary plan and final plan on the two figures. Thus, a visualized comparison of thinking mode was displayed to the group. After that, all the participants were asked to compile their preliminary and final plans through this way, as reflective of the feedback received during this debriefing activity. The participants understood teamwork combined with creative thinking were the best way to deal with any problem in the future. This is the end of the presentation. Really appreciate all of your encouragement and advices. Thank you for your time.